Bonjour et bienvenue. Hello and welcome. C'est Monsieur Ignatius Julio. Today, I want us to focus our attention on Group 2 verbs. Under Group 2, we're going to look at verbs which end in IR. These are the IR verbs, regular IR verbs. So in this category, we're going to look at verbs ending in IR, for example, finir, which is to finish. You can see them on the whiteboard. Choisir, to choose. Accomplir, to accomplish. Remplir, to fill in. Applaudir, to applaud. Vieillir, to grow old. Unir, to unite or to join. Envahir, to invade. We look at words like bâtir, to build. Divertir, to entertain. You can also look at agir, to act, or even punir, to punish. As you notice, all those verbs I've been talking about are ending IR verbs. Now, how do we use IR verbs to make sentences? For example, you have finir, which is to finish. You can't say je finir, because je finir is I to finish. You want to say I finish, you finish, he finishes. That takes us back to what I talked about. We were talking about Group 1 verbs, which are ER verbs. We talked about conjugation, la conjugaison. How do you conjugate the IR verbs? Now for IR verbs, just like the ER verb, we got a formula. There's a pattern that we must follow. So for IR verbs, we have je, as you can see on the whiteboard. The ending for je is, is. Til, is, il, elle, and ou. We have it. Then for nous, we have ISO, ISSONS. For vous, we have ISSEZ, ISE. And then il and el plural, as you can see, is ISSENT. These are the endings. You remember we said the endings are what we call la terminaison. The terminaison. The endings. Now, we have so many verbs that end in IR. How do you get to know if a verb is regular or irregular? Now, you look at the IR verb. One way for you to know if a verb is regular, is an IR regular verb. One, the new form of a present tense ends in ISO, ISSONS. If the new form of that verb ends in ISSONS, then that verb is a regular IR verb. The second thing you're looking for to know if that IR verb is regular or irregular is if the present participle ends in ISON, ISSANT. Now, you ask yourself, what do you mean the present tense? I mean, what do you mean by talking about the present participle? The present participle is, like in English, well, an ing, a continuous. We say cooking, eating, finishing. That's the present participle. So in French, when you want to say eating, cooking, finishing, we call it present participle. Now, for instance, if you have the verb finir, and I'll come to that, look at the whiteboard, finir. Finir is to finish. So the present participle for finir in English will be finishing. But in French, finir the present participle for finir will be finissant, ending in a, I-S-S-A-N-T, I-S-S-A-N-T, finissant. Now, let's go back to our verbs. I've given you the endings for the verbs. I want us now to look at the first verb, and then we proceed to the second verb, and then the third verb. The first verb we're going to look at is finir. Finir, to finish. Now, first thing you're going to do is to drop the IR, just like we are dropping the ER. Now here we're dropping the IR. Drop the IR. What you have is fin. F-I-N. Then you say je finis, we're adding IS. Tu finis, we're adding IS. Il finit, we add IT. Elle finit, we add AT. On finit, we add IT. And then we come to the plurals now. We, you, they. What is a plural? We say nous finissons. We finish. Vous finissez. You finish. Ils finissent. Elles finissent. So you read je finis, tu finis, il finit, elle finit, nous finissons, vous finissez, ils finissent, elles finissent. This is the verb finir, to finish. So I can say mon père. Of course, you remember mon père is my dad. You look like this. Ma mère is my mom. Mon frère is my brother. Ma soeur is my sister. So I can say mon père finit le travail à 4 heures. My father finishes work at 4 o'clock. Now, I want you to get your pen and your book and conjugate for me the following verb. Choisir. There it is on the whiteboard. Choisir. Choisir. To choose. How do you say I choose? You choose. He chooses or she chooses. We choose. You guys choose or they choose. So the first person we have is je. Then tu. Then il and elle. Then nous. And then vous. And then il and elle. So what are we doing? First thing, drop the IR. Just drop it. Now write that word with that IR on every person you mentioned. So you have choisir minus IR. And you put it down from je to il. Then now add the endings. Add the endings. Just add the correct endings now. You know that the endings for je is IS, for tu is IS, for il, elle, and on, we're adding IT. For nous, we're adding, what are you adding for nous? Very good. We're adding I-S-O-N-S, ison. Then vous, we're adding I-S, easy. And then il and elle plural, I-S-E-N-T. Those are what you're adding. So for choisir, to choose, you're going to say, je choisis. I choose. Tu choisis. You choose. Il choisit. He chooses. Elle choisit. She chooses. Nous choisissons. We choose. Vous choisissez. You choose. Ils choisissent and elles choisissent. They choose. Another verb I want us to look at. Remplir. Remplir. Remplir is simply to fill in. To fill in. You want to fill in the details. So again, drop the IR and then add the endings. In your notebook, go ahead and write it. I'm giving you 1 minute. Then after 1 minute, we're going to compare what you have and what I'm going to put on the whiteboard. Let's see if you understand. For je, remove IR, write the stem. Add the endings. Tu, remove IR, write the stem. Add the ending. For il and elle and remove IR, put down the stem at the ending. Now do that for everything. Good. Let's start. Remplir is the verb. We're moving IR. So you start to say, je remplis with IS. Tu remplis, IS. Il or elle remplit with IT. Nous remplissons, ISONS. Vous remplissez, ISEZ. Ils remplissent, elles remplissent. Any question up to that? So I want you to use your French dictionary. Look for verbs that end in ER. Look for verbs that end in IR. And try to conjugate these verbs. Try to make sentences. And this is how we learn it. I want to encourage you to subscribe. Just subscribe and share this video with your friends. Until we meet again, au revoir and bye-bye.